from pick your teams and pick your players to random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earn rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our website within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions for breaks come with a review and wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services will be in the description of every break. If you have any questions about how the app or how our breaks work, feel free to message us on your preferred social platform. Or jump in the chat of one of our breaks and the break host can help walk you through it. Summer is here and Real Sports Cards is hitting the road on June 16th. I'm talking about the 2025 Real Sports Cards Summer Road Trip, where we'll be virtually road tripping across the country, with a few in-person stops mixed in, giving away something every single day of the road trip tied to the city that we happen to be in that day. All right here on the Real Sports Cards app. But that's just the beginning of the fun, because similar to our collector games last year, you'll be able to accumulate points every single break for a chance to win break credit. The point totals for this will reset weekly, so no matter when you decide to join the fun, you'll always have a chance at the top spot that week. But there will still be a massive prize for the person that accumulates the most points during the duration of the road trip. The road trip begins June 16th on our way to Fanatics Fest in New York City, and will continue through September 7th when we make it back to Minneapolis in time for the grand opening of our new store. We'll have more info on all of this coming soon, which will be posted right here in the app. In the meantime, start grabbing your favorite road trip snacks, crafting that perfect playlist, and filling up on gas, because this is going to be a road trip to remember.
What's happening, everyone? Andrew Neggs here with Real Sports Cards, and we are live with a new release 2025 Topps Finest. First, let's run our drafted teams random here real quick. This will be live after this 3-caser. Dice roll must be 4 or higher. We are going 7 rounds. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and final round 7. Ammo down to, what's your name, Tony? That. So that, like I said, that one will be live here after this break. Take a quick peek. There we go. Might be just a little late on it though. Ammo with the Athletics down to Marlins down there. Let's get started. 3-case pick your player. I'm excited for this one. Hopefully everyone had a good Monday. Welcome to New Release Tuesday. You don't see those very often. I'm getting my teams list up here quick, and we will get started. 3 8-box cases. Always enjoy a new release player break. That these, just open them from the top, doesn't matter, you gotta pull them out anyways because of how they have them in there sideways. There is 2 cases and case 3. So yeah, be sure to drop in, say hello, let me know who's hanging out with me. I will be live all afternoon and all night tonight. Titus I believe was going to a cabin. I think he was going to a cabin, so asked if I needed any other shifts. So I told him I could do one extra one today, and then I'll do a double on Thursday. Emil will be breaking tomorrow night. So here we go. 25 finest. How was Tom's first case today? Did anybody watch that one? I'm always a fan of finest. I like the different levels. You got the 3 different levels. Let's go ahead and do 2 boxes. Just because it is only 6 packs. It's a lot better configuration than it used to be. It used to be so many packs. But you got the common, uncommon, and then the rares. Looks like we got a little patch auto here in the first box. That's right. Always, Jake. Always am. All right. Here is our first 2 boxes. Good luck, everyone. All boxes were hot? All right. Let's repeat that. Those are cool. Bullish Brooks Lee on the rookie. Put that in my sleeve up pile. There is 109 out of 250. Royce Lewis. Go Twins. The arrivals, those look great. Green Ryan Bliss. Going to be our first auto. 34 out of 75. I like the autos. The autos look real good. 34 out of 75. Ryan Bliss. Who's got that spot? Going to Andy Allgood. Brent Rooker, X-Fractor. Put those in my sleeve up pile. Marcus Semien, 71 out of 150. The Creators, Brooks Lee. Ha-Seong Kim on the debut. There's Luis Arise, and is that red? Oh, pink. That is 132 out of 300. Sandy Alcantara. Bullishes are okay. Bullishes are okay. I was gonna, as soon as I was done with this box, I was gonna go look to see if those were one of the rare ones. Brooks Lee bullish. Brooks Lee going to Paul Henry cards. Yep, that was gonna be my next thing to do. Sandy Alcantara. So that is the common. That is the uncommon. So the lines, the big circle. And then that must be the uncommon. We'll see what the rare is. We got a patch auto here coming up. There's Jace Jung, checkerboard, and 12 out of 20. Caden Dana on the black. The black common. I have the checklist up. Yep, so finest, including Smashing Through, Bullish, and Gusto. Inserts, Creators, Debut, Smashing Through. But yeah, 1 in 192 packs, correct. Very cool. Caden Dana, 12 out of 20. Nice low numbered one there. I just love this product because there's so much low numbered stuff. And our patch auto. I told Nate to grab this spot. 89 out of 99. James Wood on the patch auto. First box. First box. A little thick. Nate. Told ya. I told Nate to grab the James Wood spot. Told you to grab the James Wood spot. Nate don't listen to me. Nate don't listen. There is 303 out of 325. Brian Reynolds. Jace Jung there. 102 out of 125 on the arrivals. Jordan Westberg on the rare. checkerboard, Jose Ramirez and Corbin Burns, 53 out of 200. There's Michael Harris refractor. He doesn't ever listen to me. I mean, look how much color you get in these boxes. That was one box. We opened two, but we only went through one, and that is a lot of color. So that's 300s, 200s. That's how I'm going to kind of just determine. I'll probably just sleeve up a lot of stuff for now and get them top loaded later. I'll be here all night, so I'll get a time. Nate doesn't ever listen. Ohtani checkerboard, and how about a little Jazz gold? That's sweet. 11 out of 25. Jazz Chisholm on the gold. He sat for a long time. Jazz Chisholm gold. That'll be our new low number there. Just don't pull. Why not? Because you didn't grab them or what? There is Carlos Rodriguez. Carlos Rodriguez. That is 1 out of 99. There's our low number. Carlos Rodriguez. I don't think there is. I do not. I don't know offhand when Bowman Chrome comes out. Sorry. It's got to be somewhat soon. I know they've been teasing it on the Topps website, or the Topps, like, Facebook and stuff. Carlos Rodriguez, Smart Guy Sports. Our new low. There is Chase Dollander. 118 out of 300. And Cam Smith, 11 out of 75. I mean, just numbered card after numbered card out of this stuff. 11 out of 75 on the debut Cam Smith. I think we're gonna do our high and low on the same stand together, just so we can get more goodies up there. So right now it's 304 and 1. Isaac Paredes, Rhett Lauder. There's blue. 198 out of 200. Jose Altuve. Freddie Freeman refractor. There's Byron Buxton. Go Twins. 118 out of 325. And, oh, that's cool. Robin Yount on the green auto. 53 out of 75. Beckett said September 10th. Okay. Yeah, pre-orders were the other day. So, yeah, about a month away. Robin Yount. Who took that spot? Going to our Mustang. There you go. Going to the Brewers fan. I mean, we're already at a standstill on what I want to have on the showcase and whatnot. Buxton. Jose Altuve, 11 out of 150. Kobe Mayo. And more James Wood. James Wood, that is 4 out of 250. And Aaron Judge refractor. Gonna wrap up our first two boxes. So much numbered stuff. So much numbered stuff in here. It's unbelievable. Not a bad start. So yeah, I'm just going to break my piles up in cards numbered out of 300, cards numbered in the 200s, and then in the 100s. And then I'll break down the lower ones. That'll make it so I don't have 40,000 different stacks. There are a lot of different numbered ones with blues being 3 different numbers because of the rare, common, and uncommon. here we go. Boxes 3 and 4. Colt Keith. Nice little second-year ink there for the Tigers. Max Muncy. Ooh, these are sweet. The pearls. Spencer Schwellenbach, 36 out of 60. Schwellenbach there for the Braves. Let's get that card up there. Those are real cool looking. And, oh, what is that? What is that? Headliners. That is a sick looking card. Headliners, 1 in 537 packs. How about Paul Skeens Headliners? That is an awesome card. Oh, man, that is cool. Paul Skeens there. Going to Matthew Novak. How cool is that card? Little big old bobblehead. Big old bobblehead there. Hurston Waldrop refractor auto. Nice one there for the Braves. Rhett Lauder. There is Rhett Lauder. 220 out of 325. Jackson Merrill refractor. Drew Thorpe checkerboard. Purple. That is 56 out of 75. Go Twins. Brooks Lee on the rare purple. That's a cool looking card too. Man, they got some nice looking stuff here. We got another patch auto here. Red Byron Buxton, or pink Byron Buxton, 318 out of 350. So here is 73 out of 299. Tyler Locklear with the bat relic. They got bat relics in here too. No Jackson Jobe. Tina, let's find you a Jackson Jobe then. Tyler Locklear there on the patch auto. Creators, Paul Skeens refractor. It's probably a decent card. There's Bobby Witt, Paul Skeens checkerboard, and purple. 1 out of 99. Zeke Tovar. That'll tie our low number. Zeke Tovar. High number is 303. Actually, no, it's not. It's Byron Buxton at 318 is our new high number. 318 Byron Buxton. Sorry, Brian Reynolds. Lindor. Mackenzie Gore. 79 out of 150. Tatis. 289 out of 350. And, oh, that's awesome. Andy Pettit on the Moments auto. 18 out of 75. These cards look great. I like how it's got the date big down there, too. Andy Pettit there on the Finest Moments autograph. Andy Pettit going to Ammo. There you go, Ammo. There you go, Ammo. All right, our highs and lows are going to take a back seat over here. Those are just reminders for me. Jackson Holiday. Another one. Freddie Peralta on the Pearl out of 60. Dylan Cruz out of 99. 69 out of 99 on the Blue Creators. And Darren Baker. Refractor auto. Nationals. Aaron Nola. There's Luis Severino, 161 out of 200. Ryan Bliss refractor. Junior Caminero. 10 out of 75. Shota Imanaga there. Zach Wheeler. That's cool. That's a cool auto to pull. Zach Wheeler. Dude's having a tremendous year. He is having a tremendous year. Zach Wheeler going to MVP CMU. Then we have Mike Trout, 198 out of 200. Man, I think this stuff might be even more loaded. I loved Finest last year. It might be even more loaded this year. Sagisi, Trout, and nice 20 out of 99. Luke Keyshaw. Go Twins, the Red Hot Twins rookie. The Red Hot Twins rookie. I wanted that spot, I'll be honest. Zebby and Luke Keyshaw. That could be an interesting spot there. Going to Matty Ice out of 99. All right, that's a half case right there. That's it. We are a half case in, and our showcase is already loaded. All right, boxes 5 and 6. What was Tom's big hit? Oh yeah, Jake? I regret it, Jake. Don't rub it in. I regret it, buddy. What was Tom's money mid hit? Man, that Skeens is really cool. Dwight Gooden, finest moments autograph there. Dwight Gooden, New York Mets. Pete Alonso. There's Mark Vientos, 50 out of 150. Byron Buxton. Jace Jung, 149 out of 200, rookie. Machado. There's Leo Jimenez, 33 out of 35 on the rare green for the Blue Jays. In the mid is James Wood. James Wood patch autograph. Patch auto. And Will Wagner. Will Wagner there. 56 out of 125 purple. And we got Jacob Wilson. 16 out of 250 there. Dylan Cruz on the arrivals. Ohtani checkerboard. Uncommon checkerboard. Or Elvis Martinez. More Jace Jung. 53 out of 200 this time. Matt Shaw refractor. And another bullish. Another bullish. Luis Angel Acuna short print. You already got one Brooks Lee short print. You got this one so far, Paul. They're like 1 in 190 packs or something. And Brooks Lee. And I think you had another you've had another numbered Brooks Lee as well. That is 263 out of 300. So I think you've had 2 numbered Brooks Lees and then the short print. Stephen Kwan. We were just talking in the shop. What could Stephen Kwan have? He's got regular autographs. That's a sweet hit there for that cheap spot. I think he might have been in the closer. Stephen Kwan auto there. Corbin Burns. And ooh, that's sweet. 13 out of 15 Dylan Cruz on the rare orange. Dylan Cruz, rare orange there. That's a sweet card. Let's see here. Dylan Cruz going to NBA Kid. Oz, did your black refractor show up yet? Paul Skeens. Kobe Mayo, 163 out of 325. Jackson Jobe refractor. Stephen Kwan. Nico Cavadas, 15 out of 125, purple. Tyler Locklear with his second auto. He had the patch auto earlier. Now he's got a blue auto out of 150. 56 out of 150. Locklear spot. This guy's pretty good. Shohei Ohtani, 170 out of 350. Dodgers. And Aurelvis Martinez, 86 out of 150. Man, there's a lot of numbered stuff. Juan Soto, Ha-Seong Kim. There's Pete Alonso, 45 out of 70, or 44 out of 75. And that is going to bring us to 2 boxes left in the first case. We'll have some more of this tonight. Timo printed. Might. We do have that half case drafted team that is scheduled to break at 5:30. We'll end up being a little bit later. Hopefully not too much past that whenever we get done with this. But I do have a single case pick your team dropping tonight. We have a random division that'll be dropping tonight as well. Speaking of that. All right, here we go. Emil, I sent you a message. Oh, you got it. All right, here we go. Last 2 of case number 1. Oh, there's Nick Kurtz rookie card. Brendan Donovan blue. Brendan Donovan blue, 64 out of 99. Cardinals. Suganu. Aaron Judge, 19 out of 99. Ooh, there's our first oil spill short print there. Ketel Marte. Ketel Marte on the oil spill. Unnumbered, but I can't remember exactly. I think there's pack odds on them. There's Cam Smith, X-Fractor. Rafael Devers, 191 out of 300. Tatis checkerboard. There is purple, 15 out of 150, Jose Ramirez. I think he was voted the most underrated player. And Carlos Navarez. Carlos Navarez, Yankees. I thought he was a Red Sox. I thought he was a Red Sox, not a Yankee. Riley Green, 31 out of 325. Arrivals, Drake Baldwin. Corey Seager, Ellie De La Cruz. There is Marte. What a box for Marte. 4 out of 20. 4 out of 20 and the oil spill there. Churio refractor. There's Rhett Lauder. 203 out of 350. Austin Wells, Yankees. Austin Wells refractor auto, Yankees. Gunnar Henderson. 196 out of 200. Jose Ramirez. Lawrence Butler. There's another number 1. Our third 1 out of something. Lawrence Butler on the creator. Lawrence Butler, 1 out of 125. I like that card. I like the look of that card. So like I said, that's 3 number 1s now. Jackinsey Noel. Our second Dylan Cruz parallel, 78 out of 150 Nationals. Will Smith refractor. Spencer Schwellenbach and gold Ben Rice. That's cool. 19 out of 50. 19 out of 50 there, Ben Rice, gold. And nice creator's autograph. Josh Jung. Josh Jung on the creator autograph there. Those are cool. Who's got that spot? Josh Jung on the creator autograph. So many to scroll. Josh Jung going to Ranger Stranger. Get that one up there for a little bit. Then we got Julio Rodriguez, 54 out of 250. Nacho Alvarez, Luis Angel Acuna. Sal Frelick, 70 out of 99. Brewers. Kevin Alcantara, refractor. And Tariq Skubal. Tariq Skubal is going to wrap up our first case. 176 out of 250. 176 out of 250. Get these sleeved up and we'll start on to case 2. Fun case. All right, here we go. Case 2 of 3. making sure everything's about to drop. Yep, so we got Finest Full Case just dropped, PWHL, Football Pick Your Team Mixer, Half Case Drafted Teams, Finest Full Case Random Divisions, and then Cackawau tonight. Fun night, guys. Plus, we got all the afternoon breaks still up and filling. I'm gonna stash these refractors and stuff that all get sleeved up. On to case 2. Colt Keith, Ben Rice, and blue. Thomas Sagisi there. 51 out of 75 on the rare. And ooh, Mike Trout. Mike Trout. Which one is that? Which parallel is that? Is that the Murakami? Do they have that in here? S9 is the parallel, or it's an insert. Oh, these are the smashing throughs. Smashing through 1 in 192 packs. Mike Trout. There's a very nice auto in the mitt. This is a cool one here. Mike Trout on the smashing through. That's a new insert this year. Paredes 200 out of 250. Zach DeCenzo. And nice. Getting a lot of moments autos. I like to see that. Eddie Murray, 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 Eddie Murray ink. He's got a good autograph. Easy to read. Put some little bit of work into it. Just your basic cursive right there. Eddie Murray going A. Schweitzer. Go back just a little bit like that. There we go. I like it. Then we got Paul Skeens, 237 out of 250. Dylan Cruz, Arrivals, Refractor. And nice. What a box. Eddie Murray and Johnny Bench Gold in the same box. So Eddie Murray Black, Johnny Bench Gold, autos in the same box. That is cool. That is a fun box right there. Johnny Bench going to ammo. The finest moments coming in. The finest moments coming in here. That insert, the Skeens insert is called the Headliners. I call it, looks like a big bobblehead to me. Luis Robert. There's Dominguez, 22 out of 200. 99 out of 200, Kyle Tucker. Ooh, I almost missed that one. That is 8 out of 10 Kyle Tucker on the Creator. What's up, Bizzle? Any Mets hits? There's the Dwight Gooden for the Mets so far. But this one's a player break. What Mets do you have? Kyle Tucker out of 10. CJ Abrams. There's Paul Skeens. Alex Bregman refractor. Chris Sale. Corbin Carroll. And Nico Horner out of 30 there on the Pearl. Purple Paul Skeens, 34 out of, or 54 out of 200. Paul Skeens. Tyler Locklear, blue. Vladimir Guerrero, 142 out of 150. I'm a fan of this product for sure. And purple Reese Hines going to be our auto in this box. Our first one. It's hard to see. 83 out of 125. 83 out of 125. Oz, that must be your favorite fan right there. Chase Dolander there. 125 out of 350. And Ty Madden, going to be our next auto. Base auto there for the Tigers. Not a lot of base autos. Not a lot of base autos in this stuff. Get a lot of numbered stuff, which is great. Garrett Cole. There's 56 out of 99. Mike Trout. Justin Verlander. And Wyatt Langford, 73 out of 325. 73 there. Sleeves. All right, after these next two, we will be halfway through the break. Only halfway. I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm excited to rip it. Can't say I've ever watched it. All right, here we go. After these, we will be halfway through. Mason Wynn, Kyle Tucker, and Grant McCray. Grant McCray black, 3 out of 15. Giants. PCA, 22 out of 350. Bobby Witt. There is 89 out of 150. Manny Machado. And Trey Sweeney orange ink. Trey Sweeney, 22 out of 25. Nice one there. Going to Ambrosa. There's 287 out of 325. Cam Smith. Drake Baldwin refractor. And Brant Hurtner. Brant Hurtner. Tigers, 83 out of 99 blue. Juan Soto. There's Devers, 45 out of 99. Paul Skeens, another numbered Paul Skeens, 121 out of 125. That spot's crushing. And oil spill, Grant McCray. Grant McCray on the rare or uncommon oil spill. And then Cade Povich ink, extra auto. Lawrence Butler. Jordan Lawler, 184 out of 300. So extra auto in this box. Mark Vientos, Salvador Perez. There's purple, Michael Harris, 58 out of 75. 246 out of 300, Luis Angel Acuna. Julio Rodriguez. And gold, Francisco Lindor. Francisco Lindor, 25 out of 50 on the common gold. And refractor auto, Will Wagner had the blue auto earlier. Now we got the refractor. Will Wagner, Blue Jays. Will Wagner going to Z Cards. There's Carlos Correa, go Twins. 114 out of 250. Bryce Harper, 18 out of 150. And Chase McDermott. Chase McDermott base auto there. Baltimore Orioles. Jacob Wilson. There's Bobby Witt, 166 out of 200. Alex Bregman. Nico Cavadas, 131 out of 150. And that is going to be our halfway point. Halfway through the 3-caser. I can't believe how much numbered stuff is in here. In the mid is the James Wood patch auto. James Wood patch auto. But what I'm really impressed with is all these finest moments autographs. Johnny Bench, Dwight Gooden, Andy Pettitte, Eddie Murray, and then a lot of short prints as well. Tons of low numbered color. I mean, I got 3 cards over here that are numbered to 10 that aren't even on our showcase. We got an orange patch auto. Yeah, I love the Legends autos as well. Yep, all on card. Oh, this I think the patch autos are stickers. The patch autos are stickers, but the rest are on card. Junior Caminero, Tariq Skubal. There's Lawrence Butler, 77 out of 99. Nick Kurtz refractor. Spencer Schwellenbach, 205 out of 250. Luis Castillo. Blake Snell, 146 out of 200. And there's our Pearl. Christian Walker, 32 out of 60. And Adam Muzar, little green there. That is 62 out of 75 Marlins. And Orelvis Martinez, blue. 131 out of 150. 131 out of 150 there, Blue Jays. Jonathan India, purple. 125 out of 125, little Byron Buxton. Adley Rutschman and Nacho Alvarez, 200 out of 200. You're getting some eBay 101s in this box. 200 out of 200 there, Nacho Alvarez. Kyle Manzardo, Shota Imanaga. There is orange, 20 out of 20. Jackinsey Noel, more eBay 101s. They're all over the place. There is Josh Jung at 347. That's going to be our new high number. 347 out of 350, Josh Jung. Going to pass up that Byron Buxton we had. Buxton was 318. So 347, our new high number. Kyle Schwarber. There's purple, 122 out of 150, Aurelvis Martinez. And this is sick. Close your eyes, Oz, unless you got this spot. Grant McCray. Grant McCray's on fire these last two boxes. Going to Bear Davis, 16 out of 25 on the orange 2-color patch auto. That's cool. So we had the Grant McCray out of like 10, the Grant McCray oil spill, and now the patch auto out of 25. I'd say that spot's doing all right. Devin Williams, 248 out of 325. Look at all these numbered cards. 30 out of 75, Connor Norby. We got 4 out of 50, Angel Martinez. And nice. Bernie Williams on the auto. Bernie Williams base auto. Who's got the Bernie Williams spot? Bernie Williams going to Tugboat. Sweet card right there. $19 spot right there. Logan Webb. Willie Adames, 86 out of 99. Seiya Suzuki. And then Gunnar Henderson, 119 out of 300. Cam Smith refractor. Going to bring us to our final 2 boxes in case number 2. Yeah, Jake's usually sleeping by now. It's past his bedtime. Like I said, all of the numbered stuff will get top loaded after when I have some downtime. All right, last 2 in case 2. Finest is always such a great value. Yeah, the box prices have gone up from previous years, but adding the 3 different levels creates a lot of extra value in this product, and then just how much numbered stuff you get. It is close to my bedtime. Sal Frelick, Angel Martinez, another Luke Keeschall, 13 out of 75. That spot's going to get paid off real fast with all these. There is 206 out of 325, Connor Norby. Spencer Strider, 10 out of 200, Jacob Wilson. And Richard Fitz. Richard Fitz base auto, Red Sox. Ellie De La Cruz, 38 out of 300. We haven't hit any reds yet. We're due for a regular red or a superfractor. And Aaron Shuck. 39 out of 99 Rockies. Aaron Shuck, blue auto. There is Bryce Harper. Ryan Bliss, 7 out of 40. Christian Campbell out of 150. Nice rookie there. Mike Trout. And Kobe Mayo, 225 out of 250. As long as there's no Yanni. Not yet. There will be soon, probably. Lindor, Seager, Sagisi, 7 out of 75 Cardinals. Ohtani refractor. Purple Buxton, 68 out of 250. Caleb Durbin. There is 190 out of 200. Matt Chapman. More Paul Skeens, 68 out of 125. It's like our third or fourth Paul Skeens parallel besides the short print. Ooh, redemption. We got a redemption. Nasty Nestor. Nasty Nestor base auto there, Yankees. Okay, Drake Baldwin, and there's the ultimate color match. 20 out of 25. Gunnar Henderson on the orange. Rafael Devers and Buxton, 100 out of 200. A lot of Twins. Nope, I didn't peek. I didn't peek. Surprisingly, I did not peek. Look at all that color from 2 boxes. Plus, there's already some that I already top loaded and put to the side. Just wild. Definitely thought about it. No peeking for you guys either. All right, here we go. Congratulations. You are due to receive Finest Autograph 2 green parallel of Roki Sasaki. There we go. Roki. Oh, I did. I loved it, Bizzle. I ate a lot of glue strips. Roki Sasaki going to Huskies forever. We will take that. We will take that for sure. All right, here we go. Final case. 8 boxes left. I do have a full pick your team up and filling. We'll have another drafted, half case drafted. It's a nice little... some refractors, Tina. That's it so far for Job. We'll have the half case drafted, full case pick your team, random division tonight, and more if we fill it. More if we fill it. I will rip all night. Uh-oh, we got some weird things going on here. Cards just going other directions. Usually means something cool is going to happen. Usually means something cool is going to happen. Aaron Judge, Logan Webb. Ooh, that's sweet. How about 11 out of 20, James Wood? How's it going, Landhawk? Caden Dana, 109 out of 350. Oops, my filler. Ben Rice, Rhett Lauder, 17 out of 150. Reds. And Gordon Gracefo. Gordon Gracefo, 18 out of 75. Cardinals. Aaron Judge, 118 out of 325. Yankees. And Kumar Rocker, 9 out of 125 on the debut. 9 out of 125. And Mike McCreevy. It's a Cardinals box right there. Michael McCreevy base auto. We had the Gracefo and the McCreevy. The right-handed pitching Cardinal box. Yeah. Are you going to bring me some dinner tonight? I'm stuck here all night. Zach DeCenzo. 74 out of 99, Trey Turner. That's the real question, Landhawk. Are you going to bring me some dinner? Edwin Diaz on the oil spill. Edwin Diaz oil spill short print there. Adley Rutschman. Bryce Harper, 82 out of 300. Phillies. And Spencer Schwellenbach. Nice one there. 13 out of 75. Schwellenbach green auto. Oh, wow. That's mean. That's mean. Spencer Schwellenbach. And more Paul Skeens. 317 out of 350. We're going for Paul Skeens Rainbow. Lawrence Butler. 42 out of 99 on the Creator. That is Chandler Simpson, Gunnar Henderson. Oops, sorry, Blake. Blake Snell, 98 out of 125. I know Oz would bring me dinner because he's a nice guy. He's a nice person. Christian Campbell, checkerboard there. 121 out of 325. Bobby Witt. This card's being flipped over are driving me crazy. Jonathan India and another black. Ryan McMahon, 20 out of 20 Rockies. $139 out of 250 Ronald Acuna Jr. And Evan Carter on the Moments auto. Evan Carter Rangers. Tatis, 123 out of 150. That is going to bring us to 6 boxes left. Do you work at a bank then? Yeah, Oz always sends me root beer floats, carrier pigeon. By the time they get here, they're definitely floating. It's root beer and it's flat and there is no more ice cream left. Man, I gotta get something to eat still. I haven't eaten today. I was too busy shipping eBay for everyone. Shipping out all the eBay stuff. There was like 300 and some cards that ended. And of course, John's gone. Gotcha. Six boxes left. They're redoing our parking lot right now, and the building is just rumbling, ripping out the curb and putting new curb in today, I think. Are you excited the location's no longer a secret? I didn't even know about the location. You know I'm not important. Wilson, Verlander, Matt Chapman, 22 out of 49. I didn't even know where the location was. Lindor on the smashing through short print. These are cool. Smashing through short print. Francisco Lindor. 132 out of 200. Kyle Tucker. 102 out of 125. Juan Soto. Wow. You can... I will walk across the street and get it from you, and I will pay you. Jordan Beck refractor. I do not want McDonald's. I cannot do McDonald's. I'll cry. Jordan Beck refractor auto there, Rockies. There is Chandler Simpson. 95 out of 200. Nice one there for the Rays. And more James Wood. So much numbered stuff. 15 out of 75, James Wood. Drake Baldwin, 22 out of 25. The hole has been fixed for a while. They filled that in a couple... Woo-wee. Another release day. Another monster Paul Skeens. 15 out of 75 on the finest moments. That one snuck up on me. Topps Chrome release day. We hit the big ultraviolet Paul Skeens. Now we got this one going to Matthew Novak. Matthew Novak. There you go. There you go. I mean, the James Wood spot's crushing it still. But we're putting Skeensy in the mitt. Well, that one snuck up on me. And there's our first red, Jazz Chisholm. 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5, Jazz Chisholm on the red. Mark Vientos and Aaron Judge, 325 out of 350. Cam Smith refractor. This product is loaded. This product is loaded. There is Stuart Baroa. Stuart Baroa base auto there, Blue Jays. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 111 out of 250. Blue Jays. Acuna Arrivals refractor. There's Francisco Lindor, Kyle Schwarber. Hunter Green, 90 out of 99. Yu Darvish. 12 out of 150, Cody Bellinger. Logan Webb. Bryce Harper, 54 out of 75, Phillies. Byron Buxton, 166 out of 350, Twins. And gold, Carlos Navarez. Ben Rice, checkerboard. There's 135 out of 200, Aaron Judge. And out of 150, Ronald Acuna. Can't even go 3 cards without having multiple numbered cards. Carlos Navarez, though, gold ink there. Yankees rookie. 4 boxes left. Break needs a Brooks Lee auto. I'm not going to say no. Break needs a superfractor. That's what it really needs. We got every other parallel under the sun. Landhawk, what are you going to get me for dinner? Vladimir Guerrero, Garrett Cole, and Yu Darvish, 134 out of 150. 16 out of 325, Mookie Betts. Salvador Perez, Eduardo Cuero, 35 out of 99. And another patch auto. How about Luis Angel Acuna? Luis Angel Acuna, 78 out of 99. Mets. Luis Severino, 141 out of 300. Mason Miller auto. That's kind of cool. Mason Miller Athletics. Julio Bobby Witt, 5 out of 75. CJ Abrams. There is 84 out of 250. Jose Ramirez. That is a Paul Skeens and a Paul Skeens short print behind it. Butler, Baldwin, 55 out of 200, Arelvis Martinez. There's Nico Horner, 14 out of 150. Francisco Alvarez and Dylan Cruz, our second Dylan Cruz orange. This one's out of 25. Other one was out of 15. Dylan Cruz spot with 3 nice parallels. And Brian Reynolds. Man, look at that. We got about 4 numbered cards in a row. Brian Reynolds on the creator autograph. These are cool. Brian Reynolds. Then we got Mookie Betts. 168 out of 350, Dodgers. And River Ryan debut autograph. 13 out of 99. That's our first debut auto we've seen. 13 out of 99. River Ryan, Dodgers. Alvarez. There's Giancarlo Stanton, 121. Lindor. And Roki, 41 out of 325. Roki Sasaki, 41 out of 325. Had the Roki auto. Now we got the Roki parallel. And that is going to bring us to our final 2 boxes. 2 boxes left. Absolute wild break here. Absolute wild break. This stuff is absolutely loaded. Fill up those pick your teams. Fill up those drafted teams. Fill up the random division. Let's rip a lot of this tonight. I will keep on filling cases. All right, final 2. That football break. Go $10 off all spots in that the first pick your team football break. Suzuki, Robert, and more Paul Skeens. 55 out of 75. Pretty sure, Matthew, if you're still watching, you got about 6 or 7 Paul Skeens numbered cards as well. He has been all over this stuff. 97 out of 250. Matt Olson. Corbin Carroll. There's Manny Machado. 197 out of 200. Skeensy has been all over this one. And nice. That is nasty. 4 out of 5. Juan Soto finest moments. Red auto. Juan Soto red out of 5. Wow. Juan Soto going to B-Boy Sports Cards. What a break. Nick York, 37 out of 150. Matt Shaw, Creator, Refractor. And, all right, that one snuck up on me. How about Christian Campbell, purple auto? Christian Campbell, purple. Christian Campbell. Who ended up taking that? Going to Tribeca Wax Collector. Christian Campbell. Let's put that up there with the Roki. Locklear. There is 8 out of 35. Matt Olson. Ben Rice, 52 out of 99 blue. Colt Keith. And 267 out of 350 of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Cavadas, Juan Soto. There's Ohtani, 35 out of 150. Ronald Acuna Jr., 87 out of 325. Corey Seager. Dylan Cruz, 2 out of 99. Our fourth Dylan Cruz parallel. Actually, probably more than that. I think they had... Yeah, that one snuck up on me. And Schwellenbach blue. 81 out of 150, Spencer Schwellenbach. Trey Sweeney, 176 out of 250. And Drew Thorpe. Going to be our final auto, unless we get an extra one. There's Riley Green, 50 out of 75. Ben Rice, 150 out of 150, Yankees. Stuff is so loaded. Bregman. Altuve, 66 out of 250, and then that is going to wrap us up. Wow. Lots and lots and lots of nice stuff. All right. All right, we're going to have quite the recap here. Like I said, all of this numbered stuff will get top loaded. All right, starting off first here. These are some unnumbered short prints here. We got the Smashing Through Lindor and Trout, the Bullish Brooks Lee, Luis Angel Acuna, some oil spills, Edwin Diaz, Grant McCray, Ketel Marte. So these are all out of the 300. So I think 350, 325, and then 300. Acuna, Guerrero, Betts, Severino, Sasaki, Betts, Buxton, Judge, Dana, Witt, Skeens, Harper, Judge, Norby, Cruz, Williams, Henderson, Buxton. Armstrong, Smith, Acuna, Lawler, Langford, Dollander, Devers, Lauder, Green, Mayo, Ohtani, Lee, Lauder, Tatis, Reynolds, Buxton, Dollander, and Alcantara. These are all out of the 200s. Olson, Machado, Sweeney, Altuve, Martinez, Ramirez, Chapman, Judge, Guerrero, Wood. Simpson, Acuna, Wilson, Buxton, Chapman, Buxton, Mayo, Schwellenbach, Snell, Alvarez, Witt, Correa, Paredes, Dominguez, Tucker, and Skeens. Two Skeens there. Ramirez, Skubal, Rodriguez, Jung, Wilson, Severino, Trout, Altuve, Lewis, and Corbin Burns. These are all out of the 100s. York, Otani, Rice, Darvish, Horner, Stanton, Bellinger, Acuna, Soto, Lauder, Snell, Tatis, Rocker, Campbell, Skeens, Buxton, Martinez. Look at all the Skeens. Skeens, Cavadas, Harper, Machado, Guerrero, Ramirez, Vientos, Cavadas, Martinez, Gore, Altuve, Jung, and then Simeon. These are all. These ones are all 60 and higher, 60 to 99. Skeens, Rice, Cruz, Green, Cuero, Witt, Green, Harper. There's Wood, Turner, Butler, Keyshaw, Sagisi, Butler, Norby, Adames, Walker, Devers, Harris, Sagisi, Trout, Judge, Frelick, Alonso, Schwellenbach, Lee, Peralta, Cruz, Imanaga, Keyshaw, and Cam Smith. Now these are 60 and lower. Olson, Chapman, Chisholm out of 5, Baldwin, McMahon, Bliss, Henderson, Noel, Martinez, Lindor, McGarry, Horner, Tucker, Rice, Ketel Marte, Leo Jimenez, Caden Dana, and Jazz Chisholm there. All right, these are base autos and refractor autos. Thorpe, Bernie Williams, Mason Miller, Stuart Baroa, Jordan Beck, Michael McCreevy, Nestor Cortez, Richard Fitz, Chase McDermott, Will Wagner, Cade Kovich. We got Ty Madden, Austin Wells, Carlos Navarez, Hurston Waldrop, Stephen Kwan, Zach Wheeler, Darren Baker, and Colt Keith. These are all numbered autos. Spencer Schwellenbach, River Ryan, Brian Reynolds, Carlos Navarez, Evan Carter, Spencer Schwellenbach, Gordon Graceful, Dwight Gooden, Aaron Schuck, Aurelvis Martinez, Adam Muzar, Brant Herter, Trey Sweeney, Reese Hines, Josh Jung, Brendan Donovan, Tyler Locklear, Will Wagner, and Ryan Bliss. Patch autos, Luis Angel Acuna, Grant McCrae, and then Tyler Locklear. On to our showcase, wild showcase. Dylan Cruz out of 15, out of 150, and then out of 25 there, plus more parallels in there. We got Robin Yount out of 75 there. Brewers, Eddie Murray out of 10 on the black moments there. How about out of gold, Johnny Bench? Up next is James Wood patch auto out of 99, and then James Wood out of 20. We got Andy Pettitte green out of 75. Christian Campbell purple auto there. Roki Sasaki green. That's going to be a big card there. And then Juan Soto 4 out of 5 for the Yankees. That is sick. And here we go. We got our road trippers. We got 3 low numbers and then 1 high number. Here we go. Let's go ahead and put these in. And then we're going to get to that next break. Scroll up to the top to get come on. Being slow. All right, here we go. Our high serial number is going to be 347 out of 350. That is Josh Jung. He was a spot. I think it was Ranger Stranger, maybe. Josh Jung. Yep, Ranger Stranger. All right, first up is Lawrence Butler. That is a 1 out of 125. Lawrence Butler is... Just control F it. Lawrence Butler is going to Trofan. Or Tro Ian. Or Troll Ian. Trolling. Carlos Rodriguez there. Just Control F, it's so much easier. Carlos Rodriguez is going to Smart Guy Sports. And then we got Tovar, Zeke Tovar. That is going to Ammo. And then Money Mint hit of the break. This is a sweet card. They're going to be numbered differently, Bizzle. I don't know exactly what's what. The headliner is Paul Skeens, such a cool card. And then Paul Skeens Moments out of 75, Matthew Novak. There you go, buddy. Congratulations. All right, everyone, that is going to do it for me on this break. I'll be back here in just a couple minutes with the drafted teams. Thanks, everyone.